Alright, let me get serious. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by on this channel, you're welcome. I hope you give this video a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe to my channel. My name is Cindy. I am a lifestyle fashion micro influencer blogger. Welcome to my channel, and I hope you give this video a thumbs up. I hope you enjoy this video. Pretty much I make fashion videos. I'm trying now to incorporate lifestyle videos, you know, just to get up close and personal. Okay, yeah, if this is your first time stopping by, you're welcome. If you've always been loyal to this channel, thank you guys so much. To all my subscribers, and yeah, without wasting much of your time, I will be getting up close and personal in this video, guys. This is gonna be interesting though. But yeah, so I have my water right here with me. I'm supposed to have a handkerchief somewhere just in case I get teary a little bit in the story. But yeah, I'm a strong girl, so let's do this. Alright guys, so pretty much today, my phone is ringing. Alright, sorry about that guys, someone was calling me, my friend. But yeah guys, today I just honestly want to share my story with you guys. Hopefully inspire someone out there. I don't know who will be listening, but yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much just talk about coming to America, moving here, finding my purpose or my passion, and pretty much just going into nursing school and all that kind of stuff. To be honest, I don't know how the story is gonna go, but yeah, I'm just sharing my experience with you guys so far. So hope you guys enjoy it, and let's go ahead. Alright guys, so pretty much I finished high school. Let me just start from when I finished high school. I finished high school in 2010, in 2010, and I think that was the same year my mom had a baby, my last baby, which is my favorite baby, of course. But my mom had my little sister. So when I was done with high school, I was just very, in Nigeria, when you're done with high school, to be honest, you just kind of hang around and just see where life is gonna go, because you have to take all these jam exams. And trust me, I think I failed 2 of my jam exams. I can't even remember, but I didn't do so well enough to get into a decent program like pharmacy or anything healthcare, because for some reason I just knew. It's crazy how people say I just knew that I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wasn't sure exactly how it was gonna happen, but it was just my passion. And back in secondary school or high school, I was also into what's it called? I was into the science field or whatever it's called. So yeah, my goal was just pretty much to go into healthcare and kind of figure my life out from there. I don't know how it was gonna happen, but it was just gonna happen anyways. So finished high school in 2010. I kind of stayed back home, with the whole result not working out, with me not getting admission into the Nigerian schools that I wanted. But yeah, I wasn't honestly thinking about honestly, if you were me at that point, I wasn't thinking about leaving the country, to be honest, because the vision just wasn't there. I just never thought I was gonna leave the country, to be honest. But it was just, I think maybe 4 years down the line, I was it's about time. But yeah, I stayed back home maybe 2011, 2012. I was back home. I was still staying home. I kind of stayed with my little sister up until she, because my mom didn't have any help at all. So pretty much we're 7 of us, and she was fine anyways. So yeah, my mom didn't have any help. I stayed back home for 2 years. And honestly, in those moments, for some reason, I still had friends who were in the same struggle with me, not finding schools to go into, from the same high school. But yeah, for some reason, I don't know why, but I wasn't too pressured into getting into school. I really wanted to get into uni, because my friends were getting into schools. My friends were traveling out of the country, and my sister and my brother at that time were actually out of the country. So, and the Nigeria economy wasn't the best. So my dad was training the both of them internationally, and then he just told us, the rest of us, listen, you guys are not going to go outside the country. I don't have the money to train anybody else outside the country. Nigeria is not that easy. Business is not going on fine. But I was still you know what, fine. Whenever I get into school, I was still chill. I was still laid back. But yeah, fast forward to 2013, I think I decided to apply to Ghana. because I figured, Nigeria wasn't working out for me for some odd reason. But yeah, I was still like very unserious, still trying to like find my life. I was still like, you know what, wherever life goes, wherever life goes. But my dear, these years creep up on you, like the years catch up with you for some reason. So I mean, fast forward to 2013, I applied to Ghana. I didn't even get the course I wanted because I applied really late. I think we even had to like go to Ghana just to talk to someone to kind of let me into the school, because I applied late. The decision, to get in there was just very late. So I mean, I got into Ghana, but just not to the program I wanted. I applied for pharmacy, but he was like, because I applied late, I may not be able to get into pharmacy until I've been in the school maybe a year. Then I could transition and start with the people who were starting like next time. But I was like, okay, sure, fine, that's okay with me. Anything but to just get into school. I got admission into a university in Ghana, and I was excited. I was like, okay, life is about to start. I'm about to go to Ghana. Even though I didn't like the biological sciences, but honestly, when you've been home for like 2 years after you finished high school, honestly, at that point, you could take any course that they give you. Not like Nigerian schools offered me any better anyway. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll just go ahead and go to Ghana. So I was excited about that though. I wasn't just too happy with my with the course I was offered, but I was like anything at all at that point, just to get out of the house. And but honestly, I wasn't uncomfortable because helping my mom out was also very okay for me. But looking back now, I just feel like what kind of saw me through was just patience. I was just so patient about life. Like, it's crazy, but in those moments I wasn't like always like comparing myself to like my friends who traveled out, or my friends or I just, that wasn't like my problem at that point. My point was just, my interest at that point was just take care of my baby sister, kind of see where life was going. So I mean, life happened. I went into Ghana. I honestly was like the most serious person in Ghana. Like, my friends who knew me from Ghana would know, even though I don't have like much friends then, but I wasn't like too interested in the course. I was just not even going to classes. I mean, I was, but I could care less, to be honest. I would be like, oh, my friends, just go to the class for me. Man, it was a case. But it just boils down to priority, to be honest. I feel like my priority in Ghana was just not, I wasn't just feeling it, to be honest. I wasn't feeling the school, I wasn't feeling the course. I was more like, okay, let's party. When you're out of your house the first time, you're like, hey, your body's just doing you, because now you have your freedom, you have your independence. And then I was just using my independence, my freedom to my own benefit, just partying. No, don't get me wrong, time for exam, I'll try and like study a little bit though, but honestly, it wasn't just my thing. So fast forward to 2013, I went to Ghana. I just wasn't feeling it, and then for some reason I just kept telling myself, I just need to leave the country for some, I don't know. But I think just one day, random discussion with my dad in the room, I was just like, oh my god, Dad, like honestly, I feel like all these years I've been wasting, like trying to like do a course I don't even like. I could honestly even go to America or to UK. I have my friends who are there. Why can't I just go there and get a good education, get a good course that I actually want, instead of being in Ghana where I don't really like love being there, whatever. So honestly, guys, I don't even know how my dad bought that idea, because I think he already saw like, like, why even waste money in a school with a course that someone doesn't even like. When I finished from that school with that course, I don't even know what I was gonna be right now. Like, to be honest, like, imagine being a biologist. What am I supposed to do with that course? Like, where is my life going to go with that course? But honestly, I decided to talk to my dad about it. But he was like, okay, sure, make inquiries, talk to your friends who are outside. I contacted my friend then, Obi. I was like, oh, Obi, my dad is actually like buying the idea of me traveling outside the country to get my education and stuff like that, and I'm really interested in coming to America. But man, let me tell you something, just this one day everything changed. I think that was when I actually came back from being from the semester in Ghana that time. So my dad was like, okay, sure, make inquiries, let's see what it requires and stuff like that. But I felt so sorry for my dad, because at that time he wasn't like, I mean, of course he was very comfortable enough to take care of me, but we're like 7 of us. I had to be considerate enough, and he already had like 2 of my siblings outside the country, and it's a lot of money, you guys. International student is too much money to take care of someone outside. But of course, if you're Nigerian, that's when you can actually relate. So fast forward, we made the whole plans, and boom, here we come, 2014. You're going to America, Chunky. Hey, I was like, I honestly didn't share this idea with any of my friends. I think it was just maybe Obi and my family members that kind of kept it to, and my very close friends at that time. But I was like, up until I get into that plane and I'm leaving that country, then I'll be like, bye. But yeah, but seriously though, so 2014 came. I was like, okay, is this still real? Am I actually going to America? And it's crazy because then I think I don't know how old I was, but I think I was old enough to like fly by myself and stuff like that. But man, that was how everything started. We came to a point where it was like, okay, time to book flights. My dad, we got into the school. Actually, initially, I was coming to New York, but yeah, I was in New York at first. So yeah, that was me. I left Nigeria finally. I was so happy to have left Nigeria, to be honest. So yeah, fast forward to me coming to America. I came here, moved to New York, still trying to figure life out. I just knew that I didn't come into nursing program directly anyways. I just came in with some sort of school just so I could get my my visa to be able to come, my student visa to be able to come. So mind you, I'm still like an international student, of course. So yeah, I came in and I went to New York, went to this school in New York, and I figured that New York just wasn't for me, to be honest. It was rowdy, it was, I don't know, but I honestly like thoroughly enjoyed my stay there, but it was just like where I saw myself kind of growing, and it was like really expensive. So I hit up my friend like, what, I'm done with this program here in the school. I'm really looking forward to like start my university journey. And mind you, this was like mid-2014. Then my friend here then, who was living here, she was like in Baltimore actually, to be precise. She was like, what, I went to this community college in Baltimore, Maryland, and mind you guys, I moved here by myself. I don't know how it happened. I had no family, I had no friends, I had nothing, to be honest. I moved here by myself, and looking back, is just I just always tell myself like God has been with me all through the journey. I don't know how, but it's just God just saw me through like every step of the way. I feel like it was just, once is your destiny, is your destiny. Like you don't have to worry about how it's gonna happen, but once you make that move, God will see you through the rest of it. So I feel like that's just like literally what my story kind of like tells me. I spoke to my friend, she was like, oh come on, let's come to Baltimore. I was like, okay, well, I'm here by myself, I don't have any family and whatever, so I could honestly move around if I want to. And New York to Baltimore was about 3 hours with train or with bus. So I was like, sure. And that was how this girl moved to this place called Baltimore that happens to be her life now. So yeah, so I moved to Baltimore, Maryland by myself. I had my high school friend here who actually made me go to the community college and stuff like that. So initially I was like, I don't want to get into like a 4-year college because it was going to be like really expensive for my dad. So thankfully for my friend, telling him about community college, I was like, okay, that's a good way to like save money, while trying. Then when I'm ready to like apply to a school, I could like go on to the 4-year college to complete like my 2 years college. So 2 more years of my college. So pretty much college here in America is like 4 years. So basically if you go to a community college, it's just a cheaper version that prepares you for like the first 2 years of your college, and then you can move on to complete like the last 2 of your college in a university. So I didn't go to university at first, I went to a community college. Well, that's not a university, that's not a 4-year college, basically, whatever. Anyway, so I did my 2 years in a community college. So while I was in the community college, taking classes, honestly, I'll just kind of rewind back, like when I came to America, I feel like my priorities changed. Like honestly, for me it was no longer about partying. Don't get me wrong, I was still partying a lot, but it was like I had to talk to myself. I had to be like, what, this girl, you're here in America, you're by yourself, your family is back home, your dad is gonna sweat a lot to pay for you as an international student here in America. So I was like, what, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna put in my best. I don't know how I was gonna do that, but it was just, things didn't matter to me anymore. The only thing that mattered to me, to be honest, was just making my parents proud, making my family proud, because people can come here and if you don't have direction in America, you're just gonna go this way. So I kind of spoke to myself, talked to myself. I was like, girl, listen, be serious minded. I honestly wasn't like, I was smart, but I wasn't paying too much attention into books or whatever. So I came into this community college like, girl, you have to start off right. And honestly, I feel like if my foundation or the friends I found in that community college weren't my friends, maybe life would definitely not turn out the way it turned out for me, which is for good. But it was, I came in there, I was very serious minded. I was like, okay, now is about time. It wasn't then again, it wasn't just about trying to like keep the connections with my friends anymore. I really cared about my friends so much, but it was just I got into school and studying became a habit. Like honestly, it was just at that point, if you were talking to me and you were not talking about reading or studying or trying to pass my exams, I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to be your friend. So yeah, but I had like my friends back then in community college. They were very supportive of me. We were all like building each other up. We were always studying. As easy as people think community college was, I just feel like I don't care how easy people say school is. If you do not study, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail, guys. I don't care. People will think, oh, okay, maybe schools in America is easier. It's easy to get an A. It's easy to get. My dear, if it was that easy to get an A or to stay an A student in school, trust me, like everybody will have an A. But no, that is not the way it is. Everyone does not have an A. People still fail. People still get an F. People still get a D. But anyways, I wasn't like listening to all this. Oh, okay, community college is easy. It's not that easy. Nothing in this life that is good comes easy. So it's only about trying to discipline yourself and studying a lot. Like honestly, because I feel like I wasn't just looking at short-term goal. I was looking like in the longer run. What do I want for myself? Like what am I actually thinking for myself? And honestly, for me, I wanted to finish that community college and be able to apply to a 4-year college and finish up the remaining 2 years of my school. That was my priority, and anything that wasn't working in favor of that goal for me was gonna be cancelled. I don't care, be it friends, be it whatever it was. I didn't care about who were those in my corner. It was just more like my family mattered to me, my few of my close friends that were still like very close to me. But yeah, then I feel like when I got into community college, when I came to America in general, I lost friends. And I lost friends because it was no longer about trying to like keep friends or oh hello, or we'll talk for like 20 hours or whatever it was. Honestly, that wasn't the goal for me. So yeah, I got into community college, studying a lot. I was an A student. I was getting all these awards. And to be honest, the truth is, if you honestly put your mind down to something and discipline yourself, if you study hard, you're gonna get there. Like it's crazy, but I didn't see myself as the person I was always surprised at myself. I was like, oh girl, you actually paid attention to school. And mind you, I was not unserious with school, but it was just I didn't prioritize school as okay, I have to study so much to be. But when it came to exams, I had to pass. I don't care how I was gonna do it, but I had to study to pass. So yeah, I was a very good student, in secondary school. I wasn't like failing. I was very, very like a B student basically, but I wasn't an A student. So when I came into this community college, studying a lot with my friends, building each other up. Let me tell you something. I feel like one thing that changed the outcome for me in life was just the kind of friends you keep. I can't stress enough the kind of friends you keep. Like the kind of friends I kept in community college. Oh my God, like we were close. Like we did everything together. We studied together. We had goals. Like my intimate friends, they all wanted to get into healthcare, and honestly, guess what, all of us turned out into people who are in healthcare. It's amazing. But doctors, nurses, it's just amazing. So me, I wanted to go into nursing. One of my friends wanted to go into being a medical doctor. One wanted to be a pharmacist. It's amazing. Like the whole circle wanted to be nursing, wanted to go into healthcare. So we had the same drive, we had the same passion, we had the same purpose. So we were lifting each other up, we were always there for each other. So yeah, I maintained like the A student. I passed like my classes, and boom, before I knew it, 2 years down the line passed in nursing in the community college, and I was done with community college. I graduated, and it was time for me to transfer to nursing school, which is where the second half of my life began. The second life of struggle, my fears, my tears, my everything started after community college. And in community college, I still had those fears, those doubts, those struggles, like classes that challenged me. Oh, was I really gonna pass? I took physics, I took like what's it called, like calculus 1 and 2. I took physics 1 and 2 in community college. All these classes were A, and honestly, it's not about it being easy, but I fought so hard in school. Like I fought to maintain my grades in school. I wanted to pass. I wanted to make my parents proud. I wanted to make my dad proud. My dad was paying all this money. I wasn't gonna let this money go to waste. Like there was no way it was gonna happen. So I finished community college, and it was time for me to transfer, and that was where applying to nursing school started. Let's take a minute. let's take a minute. let's take a minute for nursing school, because my goodness, my God. Okay, all right, I'm coming to that. Okay.